Hello, I'm Adriana and welcome. In order to become a clear vessel for higher vibration energy from the divine, I have worked on my own vibration and my own issues every single day for the past 8 years. Doing so has allowed me to be able to channel the information that really helps individuals on their own paths to spiritual growth. I've learned that this is one of my gifts. And so today is a reading for an individual soul. This is for you to give you some extra insight, changes in perception, perhaps perspective, so that you can but continue to bring positive energy out into your own sphere of influence. Okay, so if we can just align our energies real quick. If I could ask you to open your energy field to being red, just being open, and to center your breathing in your heart space just for a few breaths. Breathing out any junk, any weird, jittery or nervous, whatever, into your feet, just letting all that go. Okay, I'm going to get started. Please show me who I'm reading for. Again, 2 cards today. I thought it was going to be the Justice card. Okay. Now, this card indicates that you are at some kind of, this one here, Justice, is indicating that you feel at a crossroads. And there is some energy of dread around that particular crossroad, that you're not sure which door to go into or which path is right for you. What is the significance of the poppies on both of these cards? Why does that continue? Okay, I see. It's that you're so focused on what's been going on in your world, you don't realize you're at this crossroads. So when I said crossroads, it's very likely you're like, what crossroads? I don't even know what you're talking about. This is a point where you want to be taking stock of your intentions. You want to be taking stock of your motivations for doing things, because if you're not in the right frame of mind karmically, whatever you do from those intentions is going to come back to you in a way that you might not like. And we'll get into that a little bit deeper in a second. I also feel like we've got the theme of a blindfold in these 2 cards, that we've got half of one on and we've got a full one on here. So again, the blindness, the need to look inward, the need for insight, looking inside, is very important. The only eye that we have showing is the eye on the right side of the body. It's probably flipped because the camera does a double flip here and this card is facing you. So that would be the masculine side of the body. And okay, so then what does that mean in terms of how the world is being perceived? Are you truly paying attention to those subtle senses? Are you paying attention to the hunches? Are you listening to what's behind the scenes? Because again, it's like this card is in front and here I am, I'm looking for potential threats. I'm looking for things that might get in my way. And unbeknownst to me, there's 2 doors back here and I'm about to walk through one of them. I'm about to stumble on these. And so it's really like your awareness is being asked to rise. And I keep getting drawn to these irises here. Irises are often associated with the Sagittarius energy, not only because they're purple, but because it's on the original Temperance card, which goes with Sagittarius. So why am I being drawn to all this purple? Because we're talking about karma, we're talking about a divine contract, we're talking about an essence which is not an essence which is not of this world. Okay, so again, you're so focused on what's going on in the world in front of you that you're missing this other space behind you. So what is that other space? What's going on with the justice, please? All right, we've got the Ace of Water. We've got the Hierophant. And we've got, speak of the devil, we got Temperance. Okay. What's going on this side of the card here? There's some interesting shapes on this side. It looks like water droplets, but then we've got like, looks like almost keys or more geometric shapes there. Okay, we're going to start with the Hierophant in the middle. When this card comes up, we're really asking about what beliefs are you holding on to? What are the beliefs of your tribe? What are cultural, family, your group beliefs? And do these beliefs still resonate with you? That's the different doors we're talking about here. Are they all right? So, for example, my family grew up, we traveled a lot. I've been traveling since I was 2 months old, actually. So, and like I said, we traveled a lot. Every vacation was taken somewhere else, often involving a long plane ride. And I am not ungrateful. I'm very grateful for all of that travel because I feel like it gave me a lot of eyes open into different ways of doing things, different cultures, different ways of seeing the world, a lot of beautiful things and beautiful experiences, but I have no desire to travel right now. I am so happy to stay at home and not go anywhere. So that for me is an example of a belief. Travel is necessary. Travel is important. Travel is the only way to widen your mind. Travel is the only way to broaden your scope of things and gain more cultural understanding. That's not true. And that was a family belief that just doesn't resonate with me anymore. So that's something that's a little less, I give you kind of a benign example there, more having to do with lifestyle. But family beliefs can run deeper, and they can run deeper into some darker things. Beliefs that you're better than those around you, beliefs that the women or the men in your family deserve to suffer, deserve to be second behind the opposite or whatever. We're only respected if we have money. We're only good as the things we can do for others, or this one, other people are always trying to use us. It's us against them. It's the whole world against you. There's a lot of darker inherited beliefs that we need to be really careful of, because some of those beliefs are even influencing the way that you're seeing life. If you feel like you were always the one chased, or always the one persecuted, always the one who could never be safe, that belief is persisting in your life right now. And you're about to walk through a door which could lead you to a new place. This is the healing relationship with the divine, but with your higher self that's wanting to come together. The place, this Ace of Water comes from a place that transcends all of these beliefs. It is the true you, the you that knows the boundlessness and the unconditional love and the expansiveness of your own soul. And these limiting beliefs are keeping you away from that healing energy. Also got the Temperance on the other side, the strong healing energy. So this is a very important time to reflect on what all of your beliefs are, the good ones and the bad ones, and see if there are any that you'd rather not take with you. So let's go back to my travel metaphor, and let's say you are taking luggage and you can only take so much. What are you going to take? The clothes that you feel really comfortable in and really confident in, or the ones that don't really fit you very well? Are you going to take the things you need, like less clothes and probably more money? Or are you going to take things that you could buy once you got there? Are you going to fill your suitcase with Q-tips? Or are you going to take things that you actually really, really need? I mean, we all kind of need Q-tips, but I think you know what I'm saying. Because you have a chance to walk out of your situation, walk into your situation a new person. So show me where we're headed. Where are we headed? Okay, show me two things. Where are we headed if we don't change where we are? Where are we headed if we do sort through all these beliefs and hold on to only the ones that actually are good for us? Okay, show me the two possibilities, please. Okay, 2 of Earth, Death, 6 of Earth. The power struggle looks like. Okay, now what about if we do the work to sort through the beliefs? Okay, Hanged Man, Queen of Earth. Ooh, this is nice. Page of Fire and 10 of Air. Oh, I want to start with that one. I just like that one better. Okay, so if you take the time to go through your beliefs and to find the ones that are not in line with who you are, the ones that really don't resonate with you authentically anymore, we have a wonderful end, the 10 of Air, a wonderful end to the betrayals from others and the betrayals from the self. Because I think you can see this very simply through another eye. If you have a belief that the entire world is against you, you are going to not only see the world that way, but you're also going to attract situations that reinforce that belief for you. And you're going to attract people that see the same thing. So all of that is reinforced, and all of that creates this culture of extreme paranoia, extreme insecurity, extreme, you can't feel safe. And when you can't feel safe, when that first chakra is really compromised, it's very hard to have stable relationships. It's hard to have an open heart. It's impossible to trust other people. This 10 of Air represents the ending of all that. And you see how dark this is, and it's finally nailed to the tree. It's finally nailed to the end. It stops here. Okay, literally stop. Look at that hand. It stops here. It doesn't have any more wings. Once you let that go, the spark returns. Page of Fire. Your creative spark comes back. And you're encouraged to, I feel like it's vitality, but it might also be sexuality, where there's a part of you that's reawakened, that wants to engage with life again. Because sexuality, creativity, they're all the same chakra. They're that second chakra. It's creation, essentially. And it is embracing who we are as creative beings, as divine creative beings, when used aligned with the heart in a healthy, loving way. And then speaking of that loving way, we've got Queen of Earth. So you have a chance to really nurture this creative spark that you've awakened. And you see how they're holding things. She's holding this spark, and then the spark turns into this flower, this pink flower that's growing out of the heart. So you have this whole new way of life that's open to you. And the Hanged Man is also recommending, all these R sounds, recommending that you will be in a place of surrender, that this life will take you somewhere else, take you to a completely new place that perhaps you didn't expect to go. It's literally that you will end up surrendering to the power of yourself. Now, on the other side, if we don't take care, if we decide to just keep going where we're going, we don't look inward, we don't ask these questions of ourselves, we're looking at the 6 of Earth into Death, into the 2 of Earth. Now, this isn't wholly bad, but what's going on here, please? The 6 of Earth will cause you to feel like you never truly get your just dessert. You never truly get what you feel you deserve. So something will always fall a little short for you. You're going to feel like this crow in the desert, trying for rain, Grateful for the tiniest drop of water while you're looking over at these hummingbirds who are just flourishing in this tropical paradise, and you're thinking, why does this have to be so hard for me? And even though you're willing to look for a new way forward, the fact that we end in the Two of Pentacles means that you're always going to be caught in the middle of things. You're always going to be caught in a flow. You're going to find yourself going back and forth between progress and then karmic consequence. Progress and karmic consequence. So it's a path that feels like movement because something's always going on. It's like this constant stream of things going on, but there's never that feeling of progress, or there's never that feeling of I'm getting somewhere, or I'm actually achieving a different state of being. I'm actually going to a new destination. I'm learning something new. You really don't get that there. You don't really get this sense of nurturing. It's just this constant busyness, this constant needing to respond to the inside, to the outside, to the inside, to the outside. Okay, so where do we go with this? High Priestess and the Six of Water. I've been thinking a lot about the High Priestess the last couple days here. High Priestess is asking us to reconnect with your intuition, reconnect with your ability to just sit back and watch yourself, watch the situation, watch what's going on. Why is the Six of Water here? That's an interesting message. So it's not as if, it is that you are to look at these beliefs that you're holding from the family, from your tribe, from people around you, and use your inner child as the yardstick. So you hold the beliefs up against your inner child and you say, okay, how do you feel about that? Now, that's tricky to say because, not everyone has done a lot of work on the inner child. So how do they know, or how does, not they really, it's one person we're talking about here, how does he or she know if they are touching the inner child? My eye is really drawn to these other rabbits. Yeah, there's lots of rabbits. On the Queen of Earth, she's got rabbits, and then we've got rabbits on the... So it's something like a fertility. So if you feel yourself being excited by a belief or by an idea and it keeps wanting to grow and expand, like, oh yeah, because of this, I get this and this and this, then that is an indication that you're headed in the right track. Anything else you can tell me? How do we know that there's alignment with the inner child? Knight of Water and the Four of Water. All right, this is a very odd message. Okay, just give me a second here. I'm going to hold these two up while I sit with these ones a second. So we're looking at a contrast between shallow and deep feelings. We've got one card that likes to go very much to the depth of feeling. We've got one card that sits on the surface and only looks as far as the self. And I think this is about really getting in touch with what's deep down. And so I think that this process for you is going to be something that you revisit over the next few days or even few weeks, where let's say one day, okay, you figure out what these beliefs are, and today you're feeling a certain way about this belief, and then revisit it a couple days later, see how you still feel. Are you kind of about it, or do you more deeply feel like, yes, this is truly something I want, this is truly something I believe? It's giving yourself time to access that deeper feeling. Because sometimes, again, feelings depend on the mood. Oh yeah, I'm in this mood, it feels great. but it may not be the lasting truth. It's like time will tell. The true feeling will emerge over time. I also get the feeling that the truth is indeed buried, and that's why you're asked to be in stillness, in quiet, in observation of allowing that truth to emerge when it does in its own time. Okay, I'm getting that that's a lot of information at once, so I would like to close. Breathing again into the heart and thanking everyone who has shown up to help us today. Thank you for the guidance, and thank you for all of the love and the clarity. And thank you for joining me. If you're interested in working with me further, please check out soulguidancewithAdriana.com. There is a link in the description below for readings as well as mentorship packages. So I will see you again. Thank you for joining me.